Hi, this is Brian Van from Sport Bike Track Gear, sportbiketrackgear.com. I am here with neuroscientist Mr. Fishman, and we are continuing our, sorry man, I just can't help myself, all of the plan names. We're here finishing our video review series on the Spidi apparel line. You guys all know us for the one-piece road race suits, probably sell more of those at this point than anyone in the country. We added the Spidi apparel to our lineup a couple of months ago, and we're really working hard with the product knowledge right now. Today is the first time I've ever had a Spidi suit on. All I got to say is I loved it. It was great, the fit, the feel, the construction. I'm going to ride in one this year for sure, and maybe I'll even throw it on the ground and test it out because we all know I have a bad habit, but nevertheless. Rob is 5 feet, 11 inches tall, just a tickle over 180 pounds, depends on how much he has for dinner the night before. This is a size 54 European, would be a 44 US if it was in US sizing. I'm going to call this spot on. Give him a nice 360. That fits him absolutely perfect. If he walked in the shop, that's the size I would hand to him and watch him walk out the door with. Underneath the suit, he has on a full coverage back protector from Knox. It's a Knox Contour back protector. It's our favorite one. It helps him fill the suit out. He's got great armor underneath, and it's still got room to operate. It's comfortable.
Definitely.
You know, armor is one of the keys to a good suit, to a good garment, and we're going to kind of start this spiel off with some of the stuff that Spidi's done that's very unique. This is their biomechanical armor. This is the actual elbow piece here. I'm sure Eric's zoomed in nice and tight. Look at the articulation there, and up here. Hard plastic on the outside. Energy absorbing foam on the inside. Another thing that's very unique is there are these little cutouts. These have not been pushed out. I've been pushing these out here all day. That's to allow heat that builds up between your arm and the protector to move out, and it generates quite a cooling effect. It doesn't allow air to flow in like an air conditioner, but you'd be surprised what allowing the heat to escape will do for you. It makes quite a difference. This is our elbow piece. They've even done this with the shoulder. Can articulate in that direction, quite easily in that direction. Hard GP plastic outer shell, foam on the inside, energy absorbing foam. This is all CE certified stuff, by the way. Same style for the removable cutouts, cooling effect. This is some of the coolest stuff I've ever seen, and you know we're into armor here big time. I think it's the best I've seen in a suit yet, these two pieces. And what they do is, especially in the suit that I had on, I'm a little bigger in the arms, and I usually have a lot of trouble in that area, and this is filling you out here pretty well too. You can feel it when you're moving your arm up and down. You can feel it in there working and moving, and even the shoulder.
You bet.
And it's hard to convey over the camera how much of a difference that makes in terms of function and comfort. That's one of those things, until you put it on yourself, you're not going to understand it. When you put it on yourself, oh, you're going to understand it, because this would have been the first time I ever put on a suit and there was zero break-in, and it was not too big. I could go out there and race in that suit, and I had on my back guard, my chest protector, the whole rig, and it felt perfect, and that was pretty darn impressive. Now let's get back to the Wind Pro. Okay, obviously, what are we looking to do here? Lots of perforation, thus Varitek Wind, right? Up here in the torso, legs. All this leather you're looking at, this is top grain Italian leather. This is the good stuff, flat out. Everybody knows the whole story, no barbed wire over in Italy. So all the hide it's better.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful, and it's also structurally more sound because of that, correct?
Correct.
Definitely. The stretch material you see, this is shoulder Keprotec. You've got it here in the arms, underarms, crotch area, behind the knees. The shoulder is four-way stretch material. It's breathable.
Right.
It is, in our industry, regarded as the benchmark. It's the best one. It costs them more money to use it. It has better abrasion resistance, better stretch properties, and quite frankly, it performs better and lasts longer. We like the fact they're using that in the garment. In all the high impact and stress areas, we've got all the safe stitching, all the seam technology is all that it should be. If we rotate around, give people a 360. Good stretch panel here under the arms. Neoprene collar at the back. That is very nice. Top of the hump is perforated. It's going to give you a little cooling effect going into the suit there. That's really nice. Stretch panel here. Helps you as you're bending over, all that good stuff. You can see him squat down. Got a stretch panel here on the side of the calf as well. These suits are very accommodating. The fit on these is, I almost call it kind of unique. They move really well. The suit I had on would work good for someone that was my size, perhaps with a bigger midsection too, and you don't see that from a lot of suits. And it would fit somebody like that comfortably, which is nice. So if you're a little heavier around the midsection, you got a little extra room to work with, and let's face it, that does tend to happen from time to time. These suits do not come with a back protector.
Correct.
At all.
Correct.
Everybody else, they put that real cool carpet padding in there. How come? Why? Why can't we have that with us?
You know, I think they do it maybe just to make you feel good, but in actuality, it comes down to, hey, it's all about safety. You should go with a a separate back protector, kidney belt kind of backpack strap style. Nice thing about the Spidi suits is there's actually a pocket in the back of the suit. Brian's going to grab the Warrior back protector right here on the shelf, Brian.
I knew that. I was just checking you guys.
And something like that could basically just drop right into the pocket if you don't feel like you want to wear the complete.
This is the one for like a lady's jacket. Please ignore the size. The other one it's much, much larger. A lot of cool technology here. You can see that this moves in every direction. Of course, it's Spidi. It's CE certified, no question. You know, the technology that goes into this, as you have an impact here, all these cubes push against each other and work against each other to absorb the energy. Technologically, this is a very solid piece. If that's the direction you want to go, rest assured you're going to have good protection. We do recommend, and I think Rob would probably back this up too.
Definitely.
Let's get a full coverage standalone. And in today's thing, I think a chest guard's a very excellent idea as well. I wear it. Everyone here does. So, what do you have to add, man? What have we missed?
Just a quick recap. 1.2 millimeter top grain Italian leather, shoulder cap protect for stretch panels in the shoulder blade, the lumbar, top of the knee. Very substantial in the hip padding.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That's something that a lot of companies out there, that's where they skimp on, because it's not something you can really see, and you're focusing up here and maybe down through the knees. This is a huge impact zone. When you come on this way, you can actually kind of see even the outline of the hip pad. Very, very substantial. Feels very, very nice. Of course, biphase knee sliders with it. A lot of adjustment on that. Neoprene on the cuffs. Fantastic suit. Comes red, white, black, silver, and blue, white, black, and silver.
Yeah, the price point this one operates at, too, I would say this is a very, very affordable suit for the technology and quality that's in it. We highly recommend the Varitek Wind Pro. This is a suit I would be more than comfortable in personally. Spidi. We're liking it.